Well, guys, we're still on the grind, trying to get into the tournament we want to be in, going into our final season next time out, because you guys at the moment look like you want another season. You guys are putting a lot of votes out for another save, which I really do appreciate. I don't know what I'm going to do, create a club or another career mode outside of England, but not a top team, so maybe the Bundesliga, maybe Serie, but we went there a bit recently. Who knows? As welcome back, guys. That was a bit of an abrupt start, wasn't it? To the Barcelona save, episode number 10 of season number 3 right here as we are cooking with gas. And if you haven't seen the previous episodes, there's no real way of hiding it because I've just flicked onto the team and it's at the side. Big things that happened. So subscribe down below so you are kept up to date with the channel. So you can turn that notification bell on as well so you don't miss an episode. And we are on the race to 6k. So every subscription really does matter to me. As you can see by the league table, not very good. Going into our last 11 league games. 49 points is what we sit on. Quite a few defeats as well, which I'm not happy about, as I will show you the calendar, which will start us off today. You can see, big spoiler there, a draw against Dortmund means we are through in the Champions League as Alaves first, Bilbao second, who are third. If you keep with me right there, that's going to be a difficult game as well. Villarreal, not easier. They are lower down in the league, as we should have a game threaded through here. The next round of the Champions League, the quarterfinals, as Sociedad and Getafe. I don't know if we'll get onto today. Next episode should contain the Copa de España final, but if we get through in the Champions League, maybe we have to squeeze that in as well, as I hope we do. But starting straight away on Alaves today, so we are going to simulate this straight away. Drop a like on the video if you're hyped for today. Don't say that enough, as we've still got players out injured, and Ansu Fati joins that list. Not the greatest thing to happen. Dani Olmo and Gavi sat next to him, as the team is similar to the last team we played in the last episode. The only change being Ize for Ansu, and Traore jumps on the bench. Villanueva now 70 rated. Pedri back, not fully fit though, he's a bit fatigued, and I'm hoping he doesn't pick up an injury, but he will be in the simulated game against Alaves. We are at home, chasing the Champions League spaces, and a 1-1 draw. Not the best in our chase. Rijoa with theirs, or Rioja, and Frankie de Jong gets us a point. Not the best in our pursuit as we drop down a place as well, but only 2 points off Granada. Bilbao, who we play next, are going to be difficult, as Dest wants to talk about his contract. Just thinking money, mate. He's actually not really in my plans going into the final season, so I think he's a money-making scheme, if we could do that. As I have changed my mind on loaning Villanueva. I want him to be in the squad. Don't make me regret my decision. Injuries and fate has given him this chance as international duty. No games rescheduled, prize money. And Soria should be going out on loan to Internacional over in Brazil, when, of course, the next window comes around. As I can't believe we're in 6th position. We are level on points with Sevilla, and Celta Vigo are behind, so we could potentially drop further, as we have done. 7th, but a game in hand. Celta Vigo only drew, as this is a huge game in the grand scheme of things. Champions League still yet, or it has been announced. Oh, what a tasty fixture that can be. Manchester City. They've got Richarlison on loan, our ex-player. Pep Guardiola coming back up against City. That is a really nice tie. I cannot wait to play that. We might actually get both legs done today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. 5 games will land us on Manchester City at home. Maybe we do get them all done. I don't want to neglect La Liga, but I do really want to go far in this Champions League again. We got our hands on the trophy the first time of asking last time out. If we could do a double in that, what a momentous occasion that would be, if that even makes any sense at all, as the next team we play here against a team we really need to be beating if we're going to get Champions League spots in the league is, of course, Bilbao, starting with Ter Stegen, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Araujo and Cucurella. It's the same team, but I'm going to walk you through it. Gonzalez, De Jong and Pedri, Rafinha, Depay and Ize on that wing, trying to stake his place in the team. Can he do it? Let's find out with how he plays against Bilbao. As the side they're putting up against us, Unai Simon in goal, Dodo, Tabospa Vivian and Mittelstadt at left back. They've got Chukwueze, Zielinski, Newhouse and Martinelli on the wing. He's actually coming into his potential now, 83 rated, with Ben Yedder and Alvaro Morata up top. They do have the solid team I expected them to have as Chukwueze goes back. They did have kick-off, so they will get maybe first blood in terms of chances. Hopefully not in goals, as Cucurella read that very well. And a pass off to Nico Gonzalez to the side. Ize now onto Memphis. And Rafinha making a good run. Memphis Depay's passing is very, very average now. It's gone a lot slower now he's playing up front as Mittelstadt into Martinelli in the middle. They've got a runner right there and Araujo had to do well. Unlucky, I guess, as Newhouse running round gets that ball out wide to Chukwueze. Very well done from him. Cucurella running round. Ben Yedder, we've just got in front of us man. Dodo through the middle. Zielinski, he's got so many options lining up. And Alvaro Morata just to stroke it home. We are behind here. He's doing his celebration. And how have we let that happen so easily? That's very poor in terms of just getting to his men and blocking it off. It's straight in the middle from Zielinski. And Alvaro Morata, I mean, he was never missing from there, was he? Mazraoui not across and De Ligt the same. Or as Pedri trying to get us back into this with a pass into Memphis Depay. Depay holds it up for Pedri at the side of him. That's a good pass around the corner. Nico Gonzalez from range. Does that hit a hand? It must have not, as Ronnie Araujo to just pass that off to the side. Cucurella, Ronnie Araujo again spreads that out wide into Mazraoui. Frankie de Jong, unlucky. Just need to be patient and work his way back into this one. There's Ben Yedder with a chance. Ronnie Araujo with a block. What is up, boys? What is going on? Ize with an easy read at the front post, and he's going to try and get us away from our own half a little bit. We just need to be better in the passing stage. There's Pedri. He's got the best passing out to Rafinha. A little bit of a chip up there. No, that's Mazraoui. Rafinha's inside here with a chance to shoot. It's deflected and it's handled. Is that inside of the box? Or just on the edge? I'm not too sure. It's inside. Okay. I mean, I never thought that was inside of the box at all. It's put Memphis Depay on it. It's going to have to be changed to Rafinha. He won it. He has been scoring penalties recently. I mean, he missed the last one, I think. So if he misses this one, he's changed. As he doesn't miss it. What a penalty it was. Crossbar and in. Rafinha levels. Our first shot of the game is in the back of the net. Rafinha, crossbar, side netting. No keeper on planet Earth or even in space would have saved that. A very good spot kick as Martinelli trying to drop a little bit of a shoulder there. Mazraoui with a tackle and Memphis Depay tries to get his pass off to the side. But he is dispossessed, and Chukwueze to try and run forward. Dodo gets it and he goes around the corner into him. He's a good right back, this guy. He's tricky to mark. Cucurella proves there. Chukwueze, do not let him put it across, because you can see that's their tactic. Already scored from it. Just putting it across the box as Ize to try and run away with it. He's kept the ball very well into Memphis, who can't get on it. And Pedri with it just before half-time. Taking a lead right now will be absolutely excellent as Frankie de Jong out wide. Rafinha drops it off back in the middle. Pedri just needs to keep the ball, although we've got to move forward with it. And the referee will blow his whistle if not. Memphis Depay from the edge of the box releases. Unai Simon with a good hand to that as a corner ball. Perfect time to get a chance off. Ronnie Araujo dropping back. He's got a tall man marking him, but he wins his header. And Unai Simon to pick it off again. Still getting a little bit closer with this one. Can we get front post again? Go on. Big Uruguayan jumps. It's going to fall to Memphis Depay to try and keep it alive. Frankie de Jong, can he do the same? Pass across the box. Looking for Mazraoui, but not a good one as the half-time whistle blows. 1-1 in Bilbao. And Martinelli with the ball forward right here. De Ligt with the tackle. Mazraoui to try and keep hold of this. That's a good turn. Nico Gonzalez now. Memphis Depay over the top. That's a good one into Ize. Dodo with the clearance. At least we've woken up a bit in this half, as it's Adama to come on soon as Ben Yedder. Shot from range. Ter Stegen with a save. Good one as well as Mazraoui. That is a terrible pass at a terrible time, but luckily his teammates bail him out of danger as Rafinha will go onto the left when Adama comes onto the right. As that's a good pass through the middle though. Memphis holding it up. Good movement. Can Ize do something before he goes off? Control that, please. There we go. Into Cucurella to whip that in. That's a good cross. Looking for Raf. Memphis Depay, I don't know why he's that far back, and that is a terrible header. Does look like we're petering out to a draw a little bit here as Guedes across to Martinelli. That's a good ball through Ter Stegen. That was speedy reactions to get off his line and save that one as Memphis Depay comes off for NSU now. We'll add some height to our attack and, of course, our defending of set pieces as that was a bit messy. Mazraoui to get it away and Araujo to pass it to NSU now. Frankie de Jong is in front of him. Can Unal put that round? He does. Defender commits a little bit. Frankie de Jong on a bit of an angle against Unai Simon. Good save. Tries to keep it alive. Hit that on the volley. Brilliant save from the keeper. A brilliant counter-attack as well, but stopped in our tracks. As can we get something from the corner? Ronnie Araujo. This is central a bit. Keeper's come. He's not got there. It was going off target anyway, but still, keep this alive. Ronnie Araujo round the corner. Gonzalez to strike. Surely a hand. No. Getting slightly closer, though, as Rafinha takes this down. He ball rolls inside. Enes Unal through. That's a good pass on to Adama Traore. We haven't got long left in a must-win game into Enes Unal, who scores a vital goal here away from home in the pursuit of Champions League football. Brilliant pass across the box. And the Turk has arrived in-game for us, the backup striker. He only wanted a sporadic role. He might be getting more with such a vital goal for the club. Adama Traore links up with the other substitutes so well. And it's through the legs of Simon. Get in there. Big goal for Unyal as we've just got to keep on defending now though. And Cucurella has been rounded by Dodo. He's been absolutely brilliant in this game. But not good enough in the grand scheme of things for his side as Pedri running through the middle. Onto Frankie de Jong. I see Rafinha at one side. I see Traore closer. We'll go to Adama. And we can cross it because he's a tall player as Unyal. And that is a handle of the ball. Still, not long left. We'll try and pass this to the side into Pedri. One more onto Frankie de Jong. That was a good worked move. Almost like Kiefer for Bournemouth the other night. As it is a 2-1 win. A game we needed to win, and we left late to win. Brilliant result. And that keeps us within, well, 5 points of them, which is still quite embarrassing in itself. But we are 6th in the league. Sociedad go above us now. Oh my, as Dest have got an offer in from PSG, and of course, he's not a fan favourite around here anymore. I am going to let him go. 23 years old, still got potential. Him and Hakimi will be good for the Paris faithful, but not for Barca. Hopefully take that money and run, because I feel like next season we've kind of fixed the money now, so maybe next season we can splash the cash big time going into our final one. I want lots of silverware as Dest has departed. At least we've got money for him, and in fact he hasn't gone yet, of course. He's still in the reserves. He's got a player back from injury. I don't want the Brazil job. Pablo Gavi now returns, so it's a good thing as we've got this game up next and then the big Manchester City one. Do we rotate for this? Because this is an important game in itself. I'm going to make one change. Villanueva coming out for Gavi. I think I might keep Depay out for Unyal. I might try that one. Lenglet for the defence. Oh, I can't switch the defence out, can I? It's a vital game. Oh, this is difficult, but Manchester City's more difficult. I am going to rotate this. I'm going to rotate this quite a little bit. Rafinha can come out. I really don't want to make these risks, and I might as well not risk Gavi as well because he is slightly injured. Or I'll build his fitness up for the next game. Decisions. I think I'm going to leave it at that. So still a lot of first teamers in there. It's a risky move. Villarreal are 9th though, so we should get the win. But of course I do think the next game's more important, so here we go. They've got Rulli in net, anything's possible. But we lose to Villarreal at home. 1-0, Marcos Llorente, the same result as last time. The Yellow Submarine has made it a bad evening and might have even made the Manchester City game bad because players have lost fitness. At least it made some changes, but De Ligt for Mazraoui at half-time. Hopefully that's not an injury. Really not happy with that though. And Manchester City, Tuesday night, April 2nd in the quarter-finals. Can we see the other quarter-finals? Would be nice to see. Manchester United, Liverpool, big one. Juve, Leipzig, PSG, Spurs. I feel like we've got the hardest team out of a lot of them. Because Liverpool in there and PSG, big shouts, but I think we've got the hardest one. Oh dear, and the team's not as tired as I thought, so that's a good thing, but still, it's a bit of a risk. De Ligt needs to come in, as Cucurella's a little bit tired, Traore as well, but that's the team. Rafinha back on that side, Gonzalez back in, Depay back in, De Ligt back in. Oh, Manchester City in the quarter-finals, first leg away at the Etihad. What a big one. Of course, we have been in the Champions League final before, but these two legs might be the biggest two legs of our series so far. This is absolutely monumental. Two large teams fighting it out here. They are top of the Premier League. I did check that before the game. I didn't show you. Apologies. As the De Bruyne tifo's out. What a competition. And Manchester City's team. Ederson in goal. Ruben Dish, or Diaz of course. Hermoso was at the back. I've got a brilliant bench with Richarlison on that. As Soule's at right back. Diaz, Hermoso and Cancelo. Rodri, De Bruyne and Kessié are all playing a further forward role. Foden, Jesus and Alvarez as a false 9 in this team. That's a bit unusual. But let's get started. Manchester City in the Champions League. These are the ties you live for. It's just like the Real one in real life as Mazraoui. On to De Jong, Nico Gonzalez. Try and get Adama involved in this one. He might have even played even if Ansu was fit, because Adama loves his games against City. He did in his Wolves days anyway, as Gonzalez across to Adama. That's a good pass, looking for a 1-2. Unlucky. Just know for a fact these will move quick, as Phil Foden already passed Cucurella and Ronnie Araujo. He is speedy as Cucurella comes across though and makes a good tackle. Gonzalez into Pedri. That's a good ball far forward into Frankie de Jong. He's got the run of Adama. Adama is right side of Cancelo. Can he put this across the box in towards Rafinha, who puts us 1-0 up in 10 minutes in Manchester. And what a huge goal that is for the whole of Barcelona to celebrate. It's only 10 minutes in, but with how good Manchester City are, I just feel like I really want to celebrate that. We've just got past them away from home really early on, and that is brilliant. Never mind the league form, it's all about the Champions League form. We are excellent in this competition, as we just need to keep it sturdy now. I would fully take 1-0 over both legs. This is, like I said, in my opinion, the hardest game on paper. We had a very easy, well, not very easy, but a very favourable run last year to the Champions League final, and of course Napoli in that, which were made hard in itself. But this year it looks harder as Kessié gets a shot off, and we need to play at our best. Good save from Ter Stegen. I'm chatting and they're even getting chances as Foden into De Bruyne, tries to get round the corner, does. Gabriel Jesus still there in the middle, tried to block it off, man goes down, header. And how long was that advantage, referee? He's pointed to the spot. I am disappointed with how long that advantage was, though. Adama did trip him up. Oh dear, penalty to Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne stood over it. It's going to be Ter Stegen, and he skied it! Kevin De Bruyne has missed a vital penalty, one of the biggest ones in his career, and it is over the crossbar. What a moment for KDB. That is huge for us as Gonzalez tries to keep hold of it. It's just all City now since our goal, as Jesus running through the middle. That's a beautiful tackle, Frankie de Jong. Make sure there's no messing up with the passing. There we go, Ronnie Araujo. Just keep on going. Tackle did come in, but late as Memphis Depay. Rafinha at the side of him, and he's going to get running again. Already on 1 goal against City. Can he cut inside? I tried. And don't tell me that's Rafinha staying down. I think it is. Half an hour into this one, we might lose our tricky Brazilian. That is shameful. As ball down the line from De Bruyne onto Julian Alvarez. They haven't stopped play, so he must be back on his feet, I'm guessing. Soule through the middle. De Bruyne. Alvarez again steps to the right side. This is good play. Kevin De Bruyne. Alvarez across the box. Kessié was ready to hit it. Still got the ball. Still got the ball. And Ter Stegen did gamble. Cucurella. That's handball, but still they get the ball from the slide. Soule across again. Jesus has put them on level terms. And we've got to put Eze on for Rafinha. What a turnaround in this first half. From glory to this. It's a good ball across the box. Very nicely done. Very nicely worked. And Mazraoui, I don't know why he's sliding. You are so far away. He needs to start watching his winger as we need to watch ours. They keep getting injured. Adama on the ball. Tries to spin with it. Just couldn't get that flick on to João Cancelo. Kessié, Alvarez and Rodri. De Bruyne to play that out wide into Phil Foden. Soule now as they're trying to work it well. Ronnie Araujo got the block in. And that's a pass forward to Frankie de Jong. He's got Memphis at the side of him. Ex-Man United, of course. Would love a goal as Eze turns back. Don't want to run at the defence with him. Gonzalez from range. Wasn't half bad. And Cucurella with the ball across the middle of the park. That's a good one into Memphis. Almost half-time here. Gonzalez round the defender rather easily. Diaz is beaten. Cross into the box and Hermoso. Ooh, that was a close one. 1-1 at the break. But I see, even with the weaker team that we have now after the injury, we can still get at City. 1-1 isn't bad in the first 45 minutes at the Etihad. Of course, would like us to still be in the lead, but hey-ho, that's football as De Ligt with an easy tackle to start off with Kessié. A ball down the line. Oh, they've got a run on here. Jesus drills it in. Kevin De Bruyne. 2-1 City straight out of the blocks. Fallen to sleep a little bit there, and he's made up for his missed penalty. Kevin De Bruyne. It was always going to be him at one point. Now we have a task on our hands. It was just inevitable, wasn't it? Since the injury to, of course, Rafinha. It turned his game on its head. Ter Stegen's positioning a bit off. But they do have a goal. With him on the field, the tricky Belgium Devil, it's always a task. And was kind of inevitable as Kessié. Don't want him doing anything against us. The way he left our club, as that is a dodgy touch from one of their players to get it onto Memphis Depay. Looks for Adama. Too slow. Too slow as Richarlison as well. He's on the field. He's actually still our player. As Mazraoui intercepts that, he whacks it straight up for Eze. Terrible header backwards as Phil Foden's missed out, but given their way. Don't understand that one as Richarlison with a short free kick. Ruben Diaz. Jesus. Kessié. Rodri tries to get a quick pass off. They're a lot quicker than us in the passing as Foden lays that off to Richarlison. Cucurella trying to go there. He's got a ball into the box off the crossbar and out. We are living on a tightrope as it stands. And I really don't like the way it's going. Got to try and come out of our shell a little bit. Jesus been all over us in the second half. Kessié turns inside of De Ligt, but De Jong is covering. Passing's good. Adama now. Memphis Depay's in front. I don't want to mess the pass up, so I'm going to run it myself. Can we get someone running in behind, please? There we go. Depay with a bit of an option. Ederson coming out. I tried to chip him. That's Kessié through the middle a little bit here. We're trying to get Enes Unal on. Put Depay on the wing and change this around as Ter Stegen. Very dramatic. And we need the time. No more of that, please. As Gonzalez onto Memphis. That's a good turn. But again, a terrible touch. He has not been in this big game at all. He's not arising to the occasion as Richarlison. Gonzalez is rounded. Pedri gets his tackle in. I'm also trying to get Gavi on for Gonzalez because he's shattered as a pass on to Frankie. That sums it up. However, we could get there. Adama, he's coming off as well. It's a brilliant pass into Memphis Depay, who scores the leveller at the City ground, the Etihad. My brain's gone. It's a big goal. It's only the leveller as it stands, but still 2-2 away. Brilliant pass from Adama that though, as it was just scruffy from City defensively, and we've passed it past Ederson. Still in with a shot. We can take this to Camp Nou and give them a really big game as Eze on the ball. He needs a run behind him, a little bit of an overlap. We've got Unyal who likes a late goal, we've found out, as Mazraoui into Eze. Of course, them two Moroccans linking up, or should be, as they've put it out for a corner ball to us. Very poor, as I think De Bruyne was just going off. Our chance to strike. We've got Ronnie Araujo, who's scoring most of the headers at the moment. That's a good one. Richarlison to get it away. Unal tries to win it, and Mazraoui will win that one. Gavi backwards, because he's still a bit injured. Frankie de Jong, overlap. Mazraoui can drill it across the box, looking for anyone. As there was no one on the end of that one, as Rodri. Gundogan, he's putting it back. Soule across the box, chasing shadows a little bit. Out wide, Phil Foden. He's done a very good cut and run as he's going to keep on going. Backwards, João Cancelo. Oh, big swing, and we've missed two tackles. Kessié across. Ter Stegen, big save. Cucurella get there, he does. We've gone over 2 minutes of the stoppage time. We whack that away, and 2-2 is the result in the first leg away from home. And we'll take that. We'll take that with Ansu Fati, with Dani Olmo, with another big name out. Oh no, Gavi's back into. Rafinha, of course, got injured in this one. We take it back to Camp Nou and we finish the task. We keep going as Rafinha, 5 days. Okay, he sits out the league game. He comes back for the important one, as this is important in itself. Sociedad, look at the league table as it stands. We need to beat Sociedad to get back up into 4th place. Oh dear, that is difficult, as Usman will not talk about your contract. I'm going to try and keep you happy just for the morale of the team. As Rafinha, I don't think you're going to play this one. You've got to play the important one. Or does it? Because this is important in itself. I really want to play the same team, you know, and just risk it. Going into the second leg. Do we do that? Do we do that? Do we do that? Do we do that? No, I've got to make some changes. Champions League always comes first, doesn't it? We'll keep the defence the same this time. Keep Traore, and we won't put Nyal on. We'll just make 2 changes. Isse and Gavi. I trust them both. Pedri and Raf getting a rest, because them two are back recently from injuries. Gavi as well, but he needs his fitness up. Away from home. I've got a feeling we're going to lose this one. Even with the fit team we've put out. We don't! We get a result! Isse with the first minute goal, so it's actually a good job that I put him in. Still, I hope the team isn't too tired for City. He might be trying to work his way back into this squad for this game as we're going straight into it. The 10th at home. We've got a game 3 days after this one, then 4 days, then 3 days before a cup final. So it's a bit of a difficult run in this one. I do want to see the league before I show you, of course, the team that we're putting out as scores on the doors. Spurs, on aggregate, have beaten PSG, I think. Yeah. Spurs are through. Paris are out. Leipzig are out to Juve. Liverpool and Man United not played yet, but Spurs have beaten PSG. Big result. We want to go through because the big teams are going at us. We are 4th in the league now as well, on goal difference against Granada. Perfect. We're back up there into the top 4, so we're in Champions League spots for next season, but we want to do it this season. We have got a bit of tiredness going through the squad, but not as much as, or less than I expected, should I say. As Pedri and Rafinha are put straight back in as soon as that other game was finished. And we're going to go with this team. We're going to play both legs today. It's a double whammy against the Citizens. And Manchester City have changed up. I see a couple of changes already in that lineup. Dominic Calvert-Lewin on the bench. Raheem Sterling wasn't there last time. As Ederson, Mendy at right back. Diaz, Hermoso and Cancelo. Could just switch them around. Rodri, De Bruyne, Kessié, Foden, Jesus and Richarlison over Alvarez. I think it was. In the false 9 setup. He is back home at Camp Nou. Although it actually might not feel like home to him. He never really settled. Hence the loan deal to City as Rafinha. He's back fully fit. Hopefully Mendy's not up for injuring him. But De Bruyne looks like he wants to. As we've slowly moved upfield. Cucurella at the near post. Tried to flash in there, Depay. Guardiola, of course, back in this team. There's many links. Kessié being one. Ferran Torres. Eric Garcia. There is loads linking these two sides together as Ter Stegen easily dives on that one. We'll get the throw out straight away. That's a good one into Pedri. Pedri knocks it back into Frankie de Jong. Mazraoui will try and move our way up the field. Adama still in the team as that's a good one too. Memphis Depay. Chance to cross it for Adama. That's a decent one. Holding it up. And Richarlison. Oh, right side of us right here. Ronnie Araujo coming across. Ronnie Araujo taking him out. Taking his old teammate out, and it's a straight red card for Ronnie Araujo. It's been a long time since we've got a man dismissed in the Champions League. I should have just took a goal conceded. But I've dived in. I thought he was going to curl the slide tackle around. Obviously, I'm wrong. Ronnie is gone, and we've got to make a change. We can't play against City with 3 at the back. Who do we sacrifice? Adama, a midfielder. I think it's got to be an attacker. Oh, that is terrible start. Adama's going to come off. Lenglet on. A big mistake made as they're going to take this free kick. De Bruyne can even score these as well. And it's off the post. If he would have scored and we're down to 10 men, I would have maybe ripped this tie off. But it's going to be difficult for us now. Going to be difficult as Gonzalez down this wing. Mazraoui, Frankie de Jong. However, Memphis Depay! He's hit the post himself. Memphis with a huge chance to stun the City fans and the team. Missed the chance. We're battling with 10 men and that might be his best chance. It's heating up this tie. It's at everything. 2 goals apiece. Chances. Both posts hit already. And a red card as De Jong through the middle. Memphis Depay comes to the side. It's Pedri. It's Rafinha looking for a bit of an angle. Finds one just wide. And a ball back. Phil Foden with it on the edge into Kevin De Bruyne. And was he offside? Yes, he was offside. I was going to say, what a save, by the way, from Ter Stegen. But still, we live another day. Gonzalez through the middle. Memphis Depay, come on. Are they trying to get a red card to join the fun? Rodri on a yellow. Not the greatest of tackles, as we just need to... Well, I need to calm down a little bit. De Ligt out wide. Mazraoui into Pedri. Depay making a good inwards run. He's trying his heart out. Now he knows he doesn't have a midfielder at that side, and we don't have his right back. Mazraoui's gone forward to help out. Jesus running through. Tries to put it across the box. Lenglet with an amazing tackle. Could he try and stake his place here for next season as Richarlison? Ter Stegen grapples at it. Oh my days, we're under the cosh. Every time they come forward, they look like scoring. As De Bruyne, terrible ball in. Rafinha, terrible clearance. Wide by Diaz. Glad he missed that one as Rafinha. Into Memphis Depay. Flick backwards. Into Rafinha again. We'll slowly go forward. Memphis goes round. Rafinha. Rafinha back in the middle. Memphis Depay. That's a brilliant flick on. Frankie de Jong hits the post and puts it in the back of the net. The captain coming up with a big contribution again to literally stir things up. He's going to do a celebration because it's time to celebrate. 10 men. Barcelona have took the lead against Manchester City in the quarter-final. And it is off the post and in. Did it hit Ederson on its way? I'm not sure. Let's take another look. Did he save it on? No, he didn't. He's miles away from it. And we are 1 foot, 1 slim foot into the semis. What a time to get it as well. At Camp Nou, the Fortress. 1-0 against City at half-time. Although we've lost Ronnie Araujo. He will be out, of course, for the next round as Liverpool, you just saw there, was losing to Man United. Could be an easy-ish, or the easier out of the teams that are going through, route to the final. Of course, Spurs, Juve and Man United at the moment await us as that's a pass forward into Pedri. That's a dodgy tackle. Referee! Come on, don't be biased to them now. Don't want that to happen as we need to get defending. Sterling is on the field. Guardiola pulling out his trump card as Gonzalez onto Memphis Depay. Mazraoui offside, and I've got to say, I do slate this guy a lot defensively. He's doing amazing to get back and forward to cover Traore, who's gone off. Having an extraordinary game, but it all depends on how well he watches Sterling. He got round him that time, but he had no one to pass it back to. As Pedri through the middle, that's a quick pass onto Rafinha. Now Memphis can see Mazraoui already getting forward and making a brilliant run. Here he is, the Moroccan. He's got men in the middle. Can he deliver a good ball? It's a brilliant ball! It's off the back of Rafinha. He's gone for it twice. And he's not scored it. Brilliant chance. There's a ball through the middle as well. Mario Gomez is on the field. I think that's his name. The Uruguayan striker, if I'm not mistaken. As Ferland Mendy out wide. Just got to keep going. Get this clean sheet. Will be amazing. Kessié in the middle. De Bruyne scores an hour into this one. Of course, it's him again. Celebrates with Pep Guardiola as we've gone quiet a little bit now. The stadium's gone quiet. You can hear the City fans. 1-1. Not good, especially now they'll probably get the momentum as De Jong. Mazraoui out wide. He's going to get on this ball. I'm going to go try and go forward again. If I can speak right. Concentration levels high as that's a good ball. Looking for Depay who does get it. Pass that into Pedri. What a weak shot. Pedri has to do a lot better than that. I'm telling you what. Gavi, or even Nico Gonzalez, or even Ricky Puig would have absolutely buried that as, Mazraoui gifting them a bit of a corner in a good position as it's telling me to get Gavi on. Not yet. No big changes to be made. I'm enjoying how Gonzalez is doing in front of the defence, so he will stay there as Foden. Not a good move. Sterling gets it. Gonzalez, out please. Not the best that time though after I praise him. And Kessié He's old. Well, he's replaced Kessié, of course he has, with not a good clearance. We've got it away right there, though. And Frankie de Jong to run away. Memphis Depay trying to make an angle, but Diaz holding him off. It's Kessié dribbles in and dribbles out through the middle. He's on a run. He's, of course, not the defensive midfielder in this formation, which I think they're getting wrong with him. He is the defensive guy, as Rafinha is the guy to open up defences. Here he goes, the Brazilian, cuts back, goes for the finesse, and Ederson with a good save. Very nice. I will take Pedri off for Gavi. That is the change I'm going to make, as we've got the corner ball heading towards extra time. We've only got De Ligt in the box now. Of course, Ronnie Araujo dismissed, as we need to get it on the Dutchman's head. It does go. And get back in defence. Get all the way back to your defensive rollers. Cucurella reads that one. De Ligt round the corner. Frankie de Jong in towards Memphis Depay. That's a good one too. De Jong down the line. Depay, it's hooked into the near post with 7 minutes left. Memphis Depay, 10 men. Barcelona do it again. It's the big man up front. He's been slated this season by myself, and he's got a big goal. Controller batteries, don't care, do not care. Barca are out of batteries themselves. Volleyed in past Ederson. All hands to the defensive pump. What a truly big goal that is from Memphis. No changes still to be made, but we've got to defend. 4-3 on aggregate. What a tie. Manchester City, the best team I've played in career mode in a long time. So to be beating this team is phenomenal. Still, hold on. Kessié, Sterling into Mendy, gets his shot off. De Ligt, don't concede that corner. The bounce was funny. The bounce was very funny. Guardiola kicking the ground as it's time to deliver. Everyone, mark up, please. It's gone towards Ter Stegen, who will hold on to this one. 2 added minutes left. Hold on to it for dear life. Now get it thrown out to, of course, the right back Mazraoui into Frankie de Jong. We'll just pass this forward as that is the final whistle. What a big win. No Ronnie Araujo. I'll go straight to the negative for the next round. But we have seen off Manchester City at the Camp Nou. And after a disappointing season in the league so far, we're back in the Champions League spaces today. And we are through to the semi-finals. Man United, Tottenham, or Juventus await. What a run-in. And I'm just thinking about it, can Richarlison really return to our squad after getting snapped by Araujo? They will not look at each other the same in training, as Getafe is the next game up. A simulation, of course. A big simulation. Figueroa has got a loan deal from Norwich. That's a decent one. We'll try and get him on a 1-year loan next season, although he's got good potential to actually stay. Can we get onto this Getafe game and sim it? Because we don't know who we've got. We've got Tottenham in the semi-finals. We know they can cause magic at this stage of the Champions League. Ajax, of course, comes to mind, but we will simulate Getafe so we can get that done in the next episode. These are 15th in the league. I mean, a defeat here wouldn't really shock me, to be fair, as we'll put De Jong in CDM. We'll go with that team, exactly. Still tired players in there. We'll rotate next episode when we can play Sevilla, although we've got a bigger rest. And then, of course, we've got the final, the Copa de España, at home against 15th place side, 4-0. Brilliant, emphatic. Mazraoui, the player of the episode today. Frankie de Jong, Nico Gonzalez and Mateus de Ligt, all different scorers. Big result. We still are in front of Granada in the league. We've still got them yet to play, and we'll keep on going. Sevilla won't be an easy game in the next episode, though. But do we play them? We've got the Cup and 2 legs against Tottenham. Who knows? Maybe the league has to be simulated from now on, which is a risk. But it's a risk for the Champions League trophy itself, as why would you want to be in the tournament next season when you haven't finished in the tournament this year? Don't understand that. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification button as well, so you know which episode will be next, which is 4 o'clock UK time tomorrow, as always. And of course, on the race to 6k, every help is appreciated, and every one of you guys' support is thanked. Thank you guys very much. So I will see you in the next one. Don't know what I was getting at right there, but thank you all for watching. Take care, in a bit, and peace.